When this video finds you, the word liberation is what I'm hearing for you. I'm connecting with a beautiful, beautiful soul who has been dealing with, I'm hearing misalignment, misunderstanding. Things seems to be swirling around them like a storm and chaos. And I'm connecting with someone who's finding their place in this world. You knew that you are different your whole life. You've walked this earth as if you're an alien. Your soul is pure, beautiful, and divine, but yet how come no one understands it? They call you a monster, they call you stupid, they call you delusional, they overlook you, they look at you, but for the wrong reasons. I feel like this video has found you for the reason that your liberation is here. I'm connecting with someone who knows that something has to change. Something has to shift. Something has to get back to basics. And your soul and your heart, okay, your heart especially, your beautiful green juicy heart, has been urging you to get back to nature, to get back to basics, to get back to its natural rhythm. The heart chakra is the balancing of it all. The heart chakra is where your state of zenness, your state of balance, your state of being really resides, and that's your home. Your home is calm, peace, harmony, balance, love, beyond the chaos. Before the mind tells you, look at this conditioning, look at these flashy lights, look at this, and this is who I need to be. And I feel like the more you learn about the world with these cool concepts and these manifestation techniques and do this to get that and get rich quick and get fit quick and get love quick, all of these schemes and cool teachings, you find that you feel more lost than ever. Is that so? I feel like intellectually you can find the coolness, the relevancy, the relevance of it. But I feel deep down in your heart, it's not even what you're seeking. It's not even what you want. Because what you want is peace. And it's that peace of God, that peace of love, that peace of Buddhahood, that peace of being in your balance that nothing else can give you but you. And this peace is something that you return to again and again and again. And this peace is the thing that calls you home, calling home to your spirit, your soul, your eternal nature. And you realize these bodily pleasure, going to buy that thing, having these, physical connections with people and doing that and doing this, buying that. It gives you that temporary pleasure. But what's the other end of pleasure is pain. And just like all things in this world, things find you at the perfect time, at the perfect frequency, just like this video. This is not a coincidence. We live in a projected world, the Maya world. You're not really you, and I'm not really me. We're mirror reflections of each other. So this is the exact message that you have manifested. For you to remember that your path is never the path of looking outwards. Your path has always been the path within. Not looking for other people to validate. Am I an alien? Am I wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Can someone give me a personality test and tell me who I am? Because I don't know. Or can you just decide right now to just close your eyes, come back to your wholeness, tune everything out, and you realize who you are is love, light, and peace. That's who you really are. That's your real home. And that's the reason why this world feels crazy and chaotic. And that's why you feel like you don't belong, because you don't. But you are here to experience the chaos, the suffering, the traumas, the heartbreaks, and all of that. For you to know what feels good and what doesn't. What is just sensory pleasure and what's actually true happiness, true joy, true wholeness. You know, true happiness is not in that, I don't know, whatever, ice cream or something, you know? Like, those things can be tasty, sure, but true happiness is found in the moment that you decide to be happy now. I don't need to be telling you that you're beautiful for you to smile. Can you just smile now? Can you just decide this moment you're gonna be happy now? And that's how it works. Because if you really, really pay attention, you'll realize that sometimes you just be sitting, right? Just sitting, having a normal day, and then some negative, sad, depressive like thoughts is gonna hit you, or some angry thoughts gonna hit you out of nowhere. You're just sitting in your bedroom or on the toilet seat or whatever, okay? The events hasn't happened, or the events have happened a long time ago. But why these emotions again, out of nowhere? It's because there's a neural pathway to that. It's because when you are not in control of your emotional state, and the thing is, most people, and when I mean most, I mean like 99.9999999, like, we were not taught this. We were not taught emotional mastery. We were taught to react, right? When someone makes you angry, you bark at them. When someone is annoying you, you give them the finger, or you give them the wrath of their life, or whatever. What happens is that when we're just literally sitting, and then thoughts of the past and traumas and all of these things come up, and we give into the emotions because it is the only thing that is we're holding on to. We're not holding on to the actual event. We're holding on to the stories of what we think those events actually mean. That's why they say your memory is actually not that reliable, because you make it up, right? You make it up and you frame it and you spin it in a way that makes you look good, makes you the victim, or makes you feel justified to have that anger, have that resentment. But let me ask you, who does the anger still hurt, right? What about the pain, the resentment, the hatred? It hurts you. And you know, if you want to get scientific about it, like there are actually studies of these lower negative emotion affects your immunity. And of course it does, right? Because if you think about negativity is minus. And if you think about health and well-being, you think of the plus sign, no? Right? So negativity, negative feelings, you cannot justify that. I think, I don't know who said it, but it's like there's no justified anger, or there's no justified resentment. So when you begin to realize that the only thing you can control in this moment is your state of being, emotions can arise out of nowhere, but what about the emotions of joy, of peace, of gratitude? These can literally come out of you right now, you know? And I just had a one-on-one call with a beautiful soul, and, you know, I was just asking him, hey, give me your best gratitude feeling right now. And he just tapped into it. Okay, now joy. I'm like, joy, give me joy. It's like we're playing, you know, charade or whatever, you know. And he's able to do that. And I was like, look, see, you can create these feeling states. You just gotta be creative and playful and be childlike again, because if you out of freaking nowhere, it's like, I wanna feel angry. You think about something, you get angry. You feel things, like you get frustrated. You think something, you feel sad about yourself. You get depressed and you reach for that thing, that substance, that bottle, that whatever thing, right? You can at the same time just get, like, gratitude, right? Can you tap into gratitude on command? And the answer is yes. And what gratitude does is that it puts you in your heart space. It puts you back into balance and wholeness. And not only that, gratitude is appreciation. And let me ask you this. What symbol, what sign is appreciation? Is it plus or is it minus? It's plus, isn't it? Right? So you see, these are the things that we were not taught. These are the things that only when we tap into our deepest wisdom, we realize that we're powerful all along. But it takes us to remove distractions, remove the things that are harmful to our well-being, and social media, it can be one of them. And I know, right? I mean, you know me, you follow me online, on my Instagram or whatever, YouTube and stuff. But the thing is, what are you on there for? How long are you on there? How much is information per swipe? And what actually the thoughts coming to your mind? You can be like, oh, you know, I'm learning. I'm becoming a better person. But what about those videos and those pictures and stuff of the perfect, you know, supermodel and these expensive clothings? And these are like, you know, not everyone is like that. But the thing is, sometimes social media makes it seems like everyone is like that. Everyone's had this unrealistic body and hair and clothes and accessories and whatnot, you know? And then you compare yourself. And then does it make you feel good or bad? And then maybe you're someone who is a professional, a teacher, a coach, a healer, or whatever, and then you're like, okay, let me just go on here to see what other people are doing. And then what does that make you feel, really? It makes you feel like you're lost. It makes you feel like you're not good enough. You're like, how come this freaking person is posting 3 times a day and I am struggling to post 1 video a week? I feel terrible about myself. So sometimes social media brings up these comparison. It's not social media's fault, but it's because when our mind is not trained properly and we're throwing ourselves into such chaos and the world of the 10,000 things, it's not helpful, right? What's actually helpful for you is being more in recluse, being in an environment that is supportive for you. And, you know, in a perfect world, right? Yes. But sometimes it's not always like that. But what do we do, right? What do we do? No one can just leave everything and go to some Zen retreat. That would be great, but it's not about that. It's about what can you make do now. Maybe you know to unfollow those accounts help, then do it. If you know to just delete Instagram for a week, then do that. And if you know if you just move things around your house or your room and create more of like a Zen environment and clean up the chaos helps, and do that. I was just asking the members of my awakened community on school, what do they do when they feel that life is in chaos? And there's a lot of beautiful suggestions. If you want to be a part of my awakened community on school, you can join below. It is the top 1% school community, spiritual school community. And it's free for now, but it might not be free soon, just because it's just so many bots and stuff now, just everywhere. Like people are crazy. So it's just a lot of more work to filter people out than, to just let people in. So I might just put a small price to it or something to just whoever wants to be a part of it can be a part of it, so we can keep the community clean. But until then, it might still be free to join. So definitely take advantage of that, right? If you're not a bot, that is, and if you have pure intentions, that is, right? So back to your liberation. Your liberation comes from you're not waiting for no external Jesus, external Buddha, external Savior. Your liberation comes from that you're in control all this time. And the thing is, the outside world is the insane world. And when you think you're part of the insanity, you go crazy. So this is when you have to just reel everything out, reel your truth back and snap everything out. And come back to your center. Are you here to keep up with the Jonases? Are you here to find the best strategies to attract the high value man, high value woman? Because who you are is just not good enough. I mean, you can become the best version of yourself and everything freaking aligns, I'll tell you. If you become the best, most amazing, compassionate, kind, generous, giving, confident, beautiful, open version of you, everything will come to you. But when you think the only way you can get connections and friendships and business and clients and relationship is through manipulation, through strategizing, through becoming who you are not, that's when you lose yourself. And that's exactly what this world is doing to so many pure-hearted people. Who you are is just not good enough. This is what you need to want. That car, that works perfectly fine. Your partner who's perfectly fine, no, not good enough. You need to want that side supermodel. You need to want that ridiculous looking car. And all of these things are being injected in your mind. And on a deeper level, it's poking at your needs for validation, your needs for significance, your need for love. But love is not in a person. Love cannot be found on how many likes you have on a photo. Over the years, I've had a lot of my videos go viral. I have had friends who are big-time content creators and have millions of followers and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, and they'll tell you the same. How many likes, how many subscribers, how many followers, how many whatever, means nothing. It's not where love comes from. It's not where validation comes from. Only the ego will think that. And it keeps you hooked. Everything comes from God. And I'm not talking about God in a religious sense. It's just a short word for all that is. The creator, what you want to call it. It's that energy that can be cultivated from within. It is within you and in all that is. And when we come back to that energy and we realize that we never left, God never left you. God never abandoned you. It's just you turning yourself away from that God essence within you, and you look outside in the world of the halls of mirrors for your answers, for your love, for your everything. But the thing is, life is here to teach you that those things are not true. And that's the cause of suffering, you know? It's true. Anything that doesn't come from God is going to cause you suffering because it's never true and it's going to be impossible to maintain. And it puts you in this like egoic, primitive state that you have to cheat, lie, steal, manipulate, and do all sorts of crazy things to get it. You know, there's some people, I want fame at all costs. And you know what happens in the Hollywood stuff, you know? Yeah, I want money at all costs. And you know some of the jobs that people do, right? And it's not here to shame, it's not here to, we sometimes we have to live and learn, guys. None of us here are perfect in that way, but we are perfect in the divine way. And it's part of the curriculum. If life is just like, Garden of Eden, then there wouldn't be this experience. We have to leave the metaphorical Garden of Eden for us to experience this crazy rabbit hole of a life, for us to come back home, come back to our center, come back to our wholeness. On my Awaken Free for Now school community, depends on when you watch this, I have given you my activation, love, light, and peace energy activation. It's a 3-day activation for free. Among, you know, beautiful guided meditations and other activations and posts for you to come back home, come back to your center. So definitely feel free to join and soak it in. If you feel called to connect with me one-on-one and really step into your purpose of being you. Your purpose is not here to be the biggest circus and loudest circus monkey of all. Your purpose is to be you, to be of value, to be of service, to be as free and radiant as you, the divine spark in you. If that resonates with you, tap into my one-on-one Divine Template Activation session. I've been loving doing those sessions and meeting the most beautiful humans inside. That's such a gift of a space, so I love to meet you there. And another really cool place is my weekly Zoom Seen, Heard, and Felt Inner Circle. So it's the intimate group space where we can peel back the layers and step into our true New Earth leader roles with no fear, with no care for judgments, and come back home. So these are my offerings to you. Like if you like it, and subscribe if you vibe with this energy. Let me know down below what comes up for you. And from my heart to you, my love, blessings, and I'll see you soon.